Welcome. I'm so excited and thankful that you're here. I'm grateful that you trust me as your guide, as a coach and educator, and to help you navigate your wellness journey. My name is Liz Carson. Welcome to Loving Life Wellness Pilot Nutrition Accountability Group. So the point of this group, this is our very first meeting, it's to serve you, to achieve your goals, to help make it feel fun and easy, and to inspire taking action. Because without action, it's just ideas, right? So I'm here to transfer all the knowledge that I can give. It's my way of giving back to my current clients and the whole community of people that will be joining us, I'm sure, because we have a lot to offer. All right, so I feel blessed to be able to serve you as a wellness leader in the community, as a friend, as a holistic education provider on wellness, nutrition, fitness, all things improvement. All right, so we're going to get started. At the end, I will upload this to YouTube, and if you would like to share, if you feel like there's someone who would benefit from the group, anyone who has goals, doesn't have to be weight loss goals. It can be to improve nutrition, to stay consistent, to gain consistency, working out and leveling up, stress reduction, sleep, healthy eating, big family nutrition. I'm kind of an expert in that. So my name is Liz Carson. I am a certified nutrition coach, a group fitness instructor, and Warrior Instructor Academy Master Trainer. So I train instructors. If you feel workouts would be something you would use, that's another add-on maybe that I'm considering offering through this group. This is our very first workshop, and our theme today is how to start. It's 2024. Everyone has big goals, and sometimes we realize another year has passed and we didn't even achieve those goals that we set last year or the year before. So I'm here to help you take action, to help you get started, to help you know what to do. I want this place to be a group, a discussion where everyone can feel comfortable and safe. So if you have questions, feel free to type them in the chat. Feel free to say them if it relates directly to what I'm speaking to. And if you're watching this on the recording, make sure to hop into our WhatsApp group and let me know. Let me know what you thought. Let me know your questions. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not yet in our group, then feel free to leave me comments there. I love to have new ideas and to know that I'm offering content that's going to help you and answer some of those questions to help it make life easier for you. All right. So today we're going to talk about how to minimize our own resistance, because often we set goals and then something always gets in the way. There's no time now, you forget about it, it's out of sight, out of mind, or you got a little bit of a start, but didn't gain the momentum you had hoped for or needed to be able to make it a consistent habit. So we're going to talk about setting attainable goals that you can get serious about achieving. And those type of goals tend to be less, I want to fit into these jeans, I want to lose 10 pounds. Those are good goals. But in order to take action, you have to want to taste it. They need to be a goal that makes you emotional. The goals that you set that are going to motivate you to take action are goals that are emotional, goals that you feel like you have to have. And the more attached to those goals you are, the more you can think about, how is it going to make me feel when I achieve those goals? How is it going to make my life better? And if it's something big that's going to make your life better, you're going to be attached to getting to that feeling when you've achieved the goal. And then you need more goals. If we have goals that we really are attached to, and we just have to reach that goal, then we're 90% more likely to actually take action. So what I want you to think about today, you might want a pen and paper. At the end of our workshop, one of my tips is to have a journal. If you have weight loss goals, maybe it's a food journal. If you need to improve health, maybe maybe you record how you're feeling. Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling brain fog? Are you feeling really good this day? Because you want to know what factors changed and what allowed you to feel good and what might have triggered not feeling well. So keeping a record mindset. So when we start something, we have a great mindset, we're ready to go. Write that down and be able to read that again. See your own excitement. So we're going to set attainable goals, benchmarks, little goals, and a big goal. And that's your homework for today. If you are working with me, I want you to write down your goal, because when it's in black and white, it's on pen and paper, or it's in a note in your phone, and you can go back and look at it and read it again. That reattaches you, that pulls on your heartstrings. If you need to reduce risk of disease, if you went to the doctor and you got a scary warning, right? You have high blood pressure, or maybe you are considered pre-diabetic, or maybe you're having autoimmune responses. You want to change that proactively. So get really attached to that goal. Write it down. Tell your spouse or your partner or your kids, and allow them to be engaged, if they choose to be, in supporting your goals along with us. Maybe your goals are about having that longevity with excellent quality of life. I can tell you a few of my big goals have motivated me to stay really consistent. And if I don't have those goals, or I forget about them, or I allow things to get in the way and just push them off for later, I get unfocused too. And you have to just reset. It's not starting again. It's not a day one. This is life. Day one was a long time ago. So we're living life, but sometimes we need to refocus. And the way we keep our brain active with what we want in our heart is by seeing it and feeling it and really reminding ourselves that this is who I want to be. Goals that have to do with body confidence. I train a lot of women, especially, who tell me they have struggled with dieting their whole lives. They've never loved the way they look in a bathing suit or going shopping for new clothes. And those are the type goals that make you cry. You want to enjoy that. That's a part of life, and it's a part of your journey. So if you're not sure what your big goals are, let's chat. Behavior change. Going back to telling people your goals. What does it take to start, and what does it take to keep going? So to start, as humans, we get into our conditioned routines. We're very routine based. So often, if you want to change habits, you want to journal about your baseline habits. What do you do when you wake up? Do you plan meals ahead of time before you go grocery shopping once a week? Or is it you just open the fridge and you look in there and whatever's handy when you're hungry? And that's affected by how many people you live with. I know I have friends that are single who are fitness professionals, and you open their fridge and you're like, does somebody live here? It's totally empty. They eat out all the time sometimes. Or depends where you live. Is there fresh food available at a market in walking distance? Can you only need to grocery shop once a week? For me, there's 8 people living in my house all the time. And there's lots of kids. There's friends. There's kids' friends. So I have to plan my baseline groceries around what I know is our essential proteins. And what do I need to have on hand to make healthy lunches and snacks my kids are going to eat and things that are not tempting to me? So we want to journal about our baseline habits. It's okay. Can you hear me? Awesome. Okay, so I'll keep going. Accountability. One of the most often said things to me is, I'm not going to be a non-compliant. So often when we're trying to get started and find consistency, I already talked a little bit about telling your spouse and your partner, your kids, your goals, and allowing them to be cheerleaders. But I think it's also an important thing to be said that if you have big goals and you've been working towards them, you feel like this has been a goal for a large portion of your life, and you haven't been able to reach it or stay consistent, the accountability is a big piece. The staying consistent with telling other people how they can support you. And sometimes that's hard to know. So that's why you have a coach. And I'm attempting to address this in a broader format, but I invite all of you watching this to contact me, to put it in our WhatsApp thread. If you're watching this on YouTube, to comment. If you haven't tried a coach, you need to. Everyone needs coaches. And I said this to someone recently. I'm a competitor and a nutritionist, obviously, and a fitness coach, but I have a coach too. I have a business coach. I have a prep coach for competing. And I find it invaluable to have another person who's not in your regular circle of people that you see every day to be proud of you, to cheer you on, and to hold you accountable. Like, this is what we planned for this week. What did you do? What went well? And what more do we need to work on? So having a coach, having that weekly routine that you're adding, we stack habits as humans. So when you're talking about habit change and you've got these new goals, you don't want to try to change everything at the same time, but you do want to take small steps and make lasting change and just keep adding on to those lasting steps. So when you have a regular schedule and you've written out in your journal, these are the steps I'm taking this week, and you can look back over the week when you get to the end of that benchmark and say, this is what I achieved, acknowledge the win, and then take a look at what you can do better. And that's where you start the next week. So your baseline just gets a little closer to your goal, and you just keep adding habits on there. Let's see. So my biggest tip or takeaway from today is start a journal. Whether you use an app, whether you're tracking your food, if you're going for weight loss, I would track your food this week just by writing everything down or using MyFitnessPal, and we can connect it if you're one of my clients. And you want to know what you're already eating. So then you can take a look at it and say, this is where I can level up. So if you're already tracking food, set one of your goals this week to proactively plan and eat enough lean protein. Write down what you eat and drink, how you feel, how long you sleep every night, and the quality of sleep. Because if you're one of these people that can relate to, yes, I have health factors that need to improve, everything goes into that total wellness package. Your stress level. If you're super stressed, you're full of anxiety on one day, write that down. If you have a better day, write that down. Be like, I feel great today. Sometimes it comes down to the time of day and how you're fueling for your activity. And sometimes it comes down to whether you got enough sleep, whether you got your body moving. It's a huge balance that we're trying to create. So in order to have all of that information to be able to work from, it's really easy if you have it in black and white. This is what I did. And then you can work from there. If you have no idea, because sometimes our memory gets a little clouded with a busyness of everything else we have going on, it's hard to say, this is how I can do it better, or I've tried this already. I need to find a different avenue for improvement, or maybe a different area. Maybe there's something that's been overlooked. So when we put it in a journal and we have it all right there organized by day, just like a list, and then just keep adding to that, then often we can see, we just have more information to be able to see the whole picture. And I just want to thank you so much for spending this time with me, because I know your time is precious and valuable. Um, if you are watching the replay, make sure to let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe if you found us on YouTube. This is just the first workshop of many. So I'm going to put clips for each topic week by week as we go. And if you'd like to join us, our group, send me a message, comment what you'd like to learn more about. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.